got Arnold Allen versus Dan Hooker at 145 pounds. Dan Hooker is cutting down to 145 now because he's had a bit of a rough run at featherweight. Now, weirdly, right, Arnold Allen is good. He's very, very good. 18-1, right? But like he usually gets like a decision. He's usually dominant, if unspectacular. I think that's fair to say. But I do like Arnold Allen. I've got a lot of time for him. I do not think he should be the favourite in this fight, and he is. And the reason that he's the favourite going into this is not because he's necessarily lighting the world on fire himself. It's because Dan Hooker has only won one in his last 4. But look at who Dan Hooker has fought, right? He has fought Dustin Poirier, Chandler, Haqparast, which he won, by the way. Haqparast is the only name in there that's not like on the elite level. And then he lost to Makhachev on short notice. There's no real shame in that. Look, so when you look at his recent record, yeah, Dan Hooker, it's like, yeah, you think he can't buy a win right now. But actually, when you look at it, when outside of Poirier and Chandler, and let's be honest, like Makhachev is just on short notice. What else was going to happen in that fight, right? And you put him against somebody who is better than good, right, but not quite at the elite level, which I think would be fair to say of Haqparast. If you put him against one of those guys, Dan Hooker really shines. He really shines, and he'll get the job done. With no disrespect intended to Arnold Allen, I put him much closer to Haqparast in terms of where he is as a fighter than putting him in the bracket of Poirier, Chandler or Makhachev, right? So with that being said, when you look at it, Hooker's got a really good chance here. He just does. Now, normally I just like to bet on my countrymen. I really do. Like, I'm a big fan of Arnold Allen. I don't want to get that twisted. And obviously Arnold Allen can win this fight. Like, obviously he can. But what I'm saying is, as an underdog, I'm leaning on Hooker here because I just think that like Dan Hooker is far better than his record suggests. And actually, I quite like the submission as well because Dan Hooker, he does, especially not so much lately. He's did it earlier on in his career, admittedly. That's why the odds are so long. But you're getting a submission straight sub at 12s here, But the problem is he also likes to bang lately. He just, he's like that Julian Lane. Let me bang, bro. Yeah, he likes to have a scrap. That's what I like about Dan Hooker. He likes a good scrap. He's just a fighter. He's a real kind of scrappy fighter, and that's why he sometimes gets those losses because he's willing to stay in firefights. But that's also why people love to watch him fight, myself included. So that being said, I think that I like the submission. 12 on the submission, 11-1 on the submission. Incredible value there. But for me, there's also too much chance that Dan Hooker is going to be happy to play it out on the feet and to just, throw his gauntlet down and just bite down the mouthpiece and just slug it out with this dude. And I think if that happens, honestly, Dan Hooker has as good a chance as coming out on top as Arnold Allen does. And that is why I'm taking the double chance here. Submission or knockout for Dan Hooker is +3. That's 2-1 in English. That is a terrible bet. That's going on the bet slip.